doing own voice over soft music. Vine and her friends were enjoying in the club as today was their last get together, and from tomorrow they will start their new life, and Vine will go to Seoul to complete her post graduation as she got scholarship in one of the most reputed college. Wine, stop drinking. You already drunk a lot. Come on, Kia. It's our last meet for tomorrow. We will all be busy with our new life. Yeah, you are right. But tomorrow you have to catch train, right? So if you will be wasted, then how will you wake up early morning? I'm fine. And also I know you will wake me up. Kia rolled her eyes as Wine was already drunk and nothing what Kia was saying getting into Wine's head. Fine drink. I will wake you up in morning. Kia Wine shrimp. That's my friend saying this. Wine again got a drink. Jungkook and her men enter the club, were catching everyone's eyes, including one. Oh God, he is so handsome. I wish he would be my boyfriend. Wine said while rolling over Jungkook, taking Kia off guard because it's the first time. Wine said that she wants a boyfriend, otherwise, every time she rejects every proposal of boys which she gets. Kia surprised. Are you sure? Or are you saying because you are drunk? Why and roll eyes? I'm not drunk, Kia. And also, who doesn't want a boyfriend like him? See? Handsome, manly figure, cool aura. Kia too followed her eyes on Jungkook. Yeah, you are right. He is handsome. Both Wine and Kia were drooling over Jungkook. Jungkook sat on the couch. He came for a meeting relating to work. Where is Jack? He asked his secretary about his new partner, Mark. So he said he is in washroom and will be back soon. Order a drink. Yes, sir. He left to place order, and Jungkook roamed his eyes on the club where he found two girls staring at him, none other than Wine and Kia. Jungkook ignored Kia and his eyes got stuck on Wine looking so simple and elegant as everyone in the club were wearing dress, but Wine was wearing a simple knee-length frock which caught his eyes, and also her natural beauty with just a lip balm made her more beautiful to Jungkook. Oh God, he is looking at you, Wine. Kia shrimped after seeing both were lost in each other, but Wine came to reality and her cheeks turned red, and she immediately turned her head to Kia, making Jungkook shrimp after seeing his effect on Wine, which gave him a proud feel in himself. Jungkook shrimp cute, he mumbled to himself, but soon his light, smiley face turned into cold one. So your drink. Jungkook cold. Keep it. Mark kept the glass of drink on the table and stood beside Jungkook, who was still looking at Wine and her moves as he was speaking from time to time whether Jungkook is watching her or not. Oh God, he is watching Mickey Ashram, so you should be happy. Didn't you say that you want him as your boyfriend? So be glad that he too have interest on you. Wine wide eyes. What? Interest on me, really? Wine rolled her eyes on Kia. Of course, girl, that's why he is continuously watching you, and also look at his eyes. It clearly showing that he is attracted to you. Wine scoffed. Kia, he seems to be some rich guy, and why would a rich guy like him will like me? He will definitely get someone much more beautiful than me. Love is blind, Kia said, making Wine to take another drink, but soon, hey, come, let's play truth and dare. Without that, our last meet of us will not be memorable. Yes, you are right, Wine, come. Yeah, they all left to play. Jungkook was having a meeting with Jack about some dealings and shipping, but then too his eyes were fixed on Wine and saw how happy she was playing truth and dare and making a small smile appear on Jungkook's lip too, which he was unaware, but his secretary guards and Jack were surprised to see Jungkook smile. After a lot of turns, the bottle finally stopped at Kia Shrimp, finally Wine. So truth or dare? Wine take dare. You always take truth. Wine signed. Okay, dare. Kia Shrimp, go and sit on that man's and say I want. Wine wide eyes. Who? That man. She pointed at Jungkook and Wine followed her finger's direction. No way, Kia. Come on, girl, you choose dare, and I think it's the most simple dare compared to what others have got. Yes, she is right. Yeah, go. It's just you have to say. What if he take it seriously? Clara screamed. Simple, you will end up in. Clara said as if it's nothing, making Wyan look at her in disbelief. Are you serious, girl? Come on, girl. It's quite common nowadays. Wyan, go. You are wasting time, and we also need to go home. Yeah, she is right. Go and complete the dare quickly. Wyan signed and thought. Wyan thought, yeah, I simply have to say that and then I will run away. Fine, I'm going. Saying this, she stood up and started walking towards Jungkook's direction, who was already having an eye contact with Wyan. Jungkook signaled Jack to stop talking with his hand when he saw Wyan walking towards him while biting her lips and playing with her fingers, making Jungkook understand what she is up to. But at the same time, he was excited for the first time Wyan stood in front of Jungkook and Jungkook looked up at Wyan as he was still sitting. Yes, how can I help you? Wyan took a deep breath after hearing Jungkook's deep but calm voice, but the next move of Wyan gave Jungkook's secretary guards and even Jack a heart attack. Wyan sat on his with hands on his shoulder. Hey you girl, what are you doing? Get He stopped when Jungkook gave her to the bodyguard and then again faced Wyan to see she was looking down, so he made Wyan look at him while holding her chin. Wanna say something? He asked Wyan while releasing her bottom lips from her teeth with his thumb, making a whole butterfly zoo in Wyan's stomach and her cheeks turned red. Yeah, Wyan shuddered, but Jungkook's next move made a gasp left from Wyan's mouth. He held Wyan's hip and pulled her closer to him, leaving no gap between them. Jungkook shrimp. Say then. Wyan gulped her lumps and she looked deep in Jungkook's eyes only to get lost in them. Wyan thought Kia was right. His eyes are saying that he is attracted to me. Say doll, Vines came to reality on hearing a new name which sound soamed from his mouth and her cheeks turned more red. I want, Vine said unknowingly as if she is saying from heart and not because she got a dare to say that. Vine literally forget about dare the moment she got lost in Jungkook's eye. Jungkook shrimp. You are sure, doll? Jungkook asked to confirm it with Vine. Yes, I want you. Vine again said directly looking at Jungkook's eyes, making Jungkook to realize that Vine is sure about what she wants and not saying because someone asked her. Jungkook Shrimfan has my doll's wish. Mark booked the most luxury room. Yes, sir. He left in shock as all the guards were shocked to see their boss with a girl for the first time, unless all the time he used to ignore and threaten the girls who come near them. Saw the key. He gave Jungkook the key, who was still lost in Vine's eyes, and Vine was too looking straight at Jungkook's eyes. Let's go, doll. He took the key from the Mark's hand without breaking eye contact with Vine, and then he stood up from coach along with Vine in his arms and read to his room. Oh God, it's gone wrong. We need to help Vine. She stood up from the seat to stop Jungkook, but Clara held her wrist, stopping her. Kia, see, Vine also want him. Look at her eyes. She is not scared of him. Let her enjoy her time. Kia looked at Jungkook and Wyan just to realize Clara is right. Wyan is not afraid, rather her eyes are admiring Jungkook while he is carrying to the room, and same goes with Jungkook, he was admiring Wyan. You are right. Let Wyan have a little moment with him. She agreed with Clara because she remembered Wyan's talk with her earlier, saying she wants Jungkook as a boyfriend. Jungkook kicked the door and the door closed as it was automatic locking, so the door got locked. Jungkook placed Wine on bed and looked directly at Wine's eyes, who was looking back at him with the same admiration as Jungkook. Doll, it's still not late. Do you want it? He asked again. She was sober now, and Wine was sure she wants it because something in her said she is doing right. So she pulled Jungkook and smashed her lips on his, giving Jungkook the answer that she wants him. So Jungkook to her back as he too felt he is doing right. To be continued in Instagram, link in description. Vine slowly opened her eyes when she heard her phone ringing. Oh God, my whole body is paining. She realized why her body is paining and she turned her head to other side to see Jungkook sleeping, looking like a cute baby, and a small smile appeared on Vine's lip, but soon the smile vanished away when she realized that she lost her to a stranger. Oh, what I have done. She slowly sat straight so as not to wake up Jungkook and how can you do that? Don't you swear that you will only give your to your husband? She pulled her hair back, but then she heard her phone ringing, so she slowly got up from bed and wrapped a towel, which was on the nightstand, and approached her handbag and took her phone, only to see Kia has called her millions times, so she immediately called Kia back. Kia, I have you seen the time? It's 3 in the morning. We waited for you till now, and the workers of the club asked us to leave as it's their closing time, so we are waiting outside the club. Come fast, girl. And also, we have to pack our things. Morning, we have to catch train, right? Kia non-stop blabbered. Wine sign, I'm coming. Wine cut the call as she wasn't in any mood to talk back to Kia. Wine put her phone back and turned around to see Jungkook sleeping peacefully on. It was the best for me. I will never forget it. But the only thing is, you are just a stranger, and I fall in love with you at first sight and gave you my hope we can see again in future. Wine picked her dress from floor and wore it, and finally arranged her messy hair with her finger and took her handbag and approached Jungkook. I'm leaving. She peeked Jungkook's forehead. She just felt doing like that, and then looked at Jungkook one last time as if she is scanning Jungkook's face in her mind and heart, and slowly left the room. It's now 7 in the morning. Kia and Wine are roommates, so they'd reached their apartment way earlier. All the way, Wine was sad and full, thinking about Jungkook, about their. Now they both pack their all stuff as they are leaving this apartment, as Kia is going abroad. Wine, she looked at Kia with a blank face. Kia signed, "You fall in love with him, right?" Wine just nodded her head and her eyes turned a bit teary. "Do you regret spending a night with him?" "No, Kia, it was a beautiful night of my life. I will never be able to forget him, nor the night we spent together." Kia painfully nodded her head on Wine, as she doesn't know what she to say to comfort Wine. "Kia, let's go. It's almost time." "Yeah, okay." Jungkook woke up but didn't open his eyes. A sweet smile appeared on Jungkook's lips, remembering yesterday's night. He extended his hand on the place where Wine slept, but his smile faded away when he didn't find anyone, and he immediately opened his eyes and turned to face the other side of bed to find empty. He sat straight and his eyes turned dark. "How dare she leave me? Did she just treat me as a..." Jungkook harshly grabbed the bedsheet to remove his anger on it. As a first girl to him, he felt attracted with whom he to him he gave has betrayed him, but at the same time his manly ego got affected by thinking. Jungkook thought, "Did she run away because I was She should have talked to me and left. Wait, I will find her all information." She immediately got up from bed, took his pen to get his phone and dial his secretary number. But then he found a spot on bed and he immediately understood what that, so he cut the call and approached bed with staring at the spot. Was she too? That means she might have run away because she got embarrassed or ashamed that she lost her to a stranger. Wait, did she regret doing it with me? Ush. Jungkook grabbed his hair in frustration. "Bye, Wine. I will miss you." "Me too." Both hugged each other one last time. "Be in contact with me, okay?" "Of course, Kia, I will. You better not forget me after getting new foreign friends." Kia chuckled. "I won't." Wine smiled, and Kia too smiled, seeing Wine smiling. Jungkook looked at his phone, which vibrated, and it was his dad messaging him, "When will you be back?" So he signed and stood up from bed and wore his clothes and left. Wine read soul, and now she was in the office of in charge of hostel of college to get her room. "Ma'am," she gave the admission letter to the warden of the hostel. "Oh, wait a minute. I will check your name and let you know your room number." "Yes, ma'am, I will wait." The warden smiled at Wine and started searching Wine's name in file. "Here it is, room number 201. You booked a single room." "Yes, ma'am. Here is your key. Hope you will have a good 2 years journey here." Wine smiled. "Thank you, ma'am." Saying this, she left to her new room. Jungkook entered his house only to see his sister excited, and she saw him, so she rushed to him. "Oppa, you back?" "Yes, Leah. And why are you excited?" Leah pouted. "You forget tomorrow is my first day in college. Best of luck," he coldly said as he wasn't in mood, as all the time wine was running in his mind. "What happened, Oppa? You seems to be not okay." "Leah, you just arrived from his mission. Let him take a rest." "Yes, baby, let him take a rest and then he will be okay. Jungkook, you go and rest." Jungkook just ignored everyone and left to his room. "I think something very serious happened with him." "I too think that. But now let him get a rest, then we will ask him." Jungkook's dad and Leah agreed. Jungkook entered his room and then bathroom to freshen up. He removed his blazer and shirt and threw it in the bucket where all the clothes to be washed are kept. He turned to see himself in mirror, but what he saw made his eyes turn dark, and yesterday's flashback came into his mind as his whole body was Wine's nail mark, which made him think why Wine ran away from him. After arranging everything in her hostel room and arranging her closet, she had to take a shower. She entered the shower washroom and stand in front of mirror and kept admiring the mark which Jungkook left on her neck. Wine to herself, "His mark looked so good on me." She remembered yesterday's precious night, and a drop of tear left her eyes. Wine came to college, her first day in college. She was nervous as it was a reputed college and all rich kids are here. Very few are studying in scholarship. "Be calm, Wine. Everything will be okay," she said to herself and took a deep breath and head to the classroom. Wine entered the classroom and found an empty seat near a girl who was lost using her phone. So she approached that girl and sat next to her, getting her attention, and Wine too looked at her and gave a sweet smile to her. "I am Wine, and you." The girl found Wine sweet as she talked with her smile and not with fear, and also by looking at Wine's eyes she got that Wine is not like other friends of her who were just with her because she is rich and to get her brother's attention. Leah smiled. "I'm Leah," she said while giving the same smile as Wine. Nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you too. Why were you sitting alone? Leah sighed. I just don't wanted to make fake friends here, so I was sitting here alone, ignoring everyone. Vine smiled, fade away, thinking that Leah doesn't like Vine sitting next to her. Oh, sorry, I will find another seat. Leah smiled. Hey, no, you can sit here, but you said you don't want to make friends. I said fake friends. You just become my friend because they wanted my brother as their boyfriend, but you doesn't seem to be like those greedy. You seems to be a good girl. Ryan gave a smile to Leah. That means you are willing to be my friend. Yeah, so let's be friends. Leah gave her hand for a handshake to Ryan, and Ryan happily accepted it. Jungkook walked down the stairs to leave to his office, as now only diverting his mind and work will help him to forget Ryan that what he thinks. He passed the living room but halted on his step when he heard Jungkook, have your food. Jungkook turned around and faced his mom. Oma, I am not in mood to eat. He coldly said and left the house without hearing his mom's reply, which made Jungkook's mom sad, and he sat straight on couch with a sad face, and Jungkook's dad approached her. What happened, honey? Something is really wrong with my baby. He is cold to me now. He didn't had food. Yesterday also whole day he was inside his room and didn't eat anything. Yesterday he might be tired from all the travel from here to Busan and then deal and then again travel back to here. Okay, then what about now? Why he doesn't had any food and also he didn't even looked at my face. He might have got some work at company as he was away for a day, right? Jungkook's mom signed and tried to accept what Jungkook's dad said. Wine shocked. So your family is a mafia. Wine has wide eyes after hearing Leah's family background. So she is rich. She simply said, munching her food. But then when she faced Wine, just to see her scared face. Hey, don't be scared of me. That's what I say to you in morning. Good people never come to me to become friends with me. You are the first one who came to me and I didn't want to start a relationship with lies, so I said it to you. You don't want to break our friendship. Leah had a sad tone which Wine recognized, and also in the meantime Wine understand that Leah is not a bad girl or a spoiled brat. She is good girl who wanted a loyal friendship, and also she is very loving, caring and kind too. I will never break our relationship, and also you are the first rich girl who accepted me as your friend after knowing that I am an orphan and study in your college and scholarship in my previous college rich girls used to. Leah dark eyes, how dare they? Wine chuckle, calm down, Leah. I wasn't a weak girl too. I had three good friends, Kia, Clara, and Sana. They always support me and help me to fight back too. And now you have me too. Yeah, but what about your other rich fake friends, Leah sighed. They were only with me because they wanted my oppa as their boyfriend, and even some were there who just wanted my oppa for a. Wine's big smile immediately dropped when she heard a night. Because she remembered her night with Jungkook, which gave a slight ache in Wine's heart, thinking how Jungkook might have reacted after Wine left. But then she came to reality with Leah continued talking. At first, thought they are good, but when I came to know their intention, I break our friendship. It's good. Yeah, I now I got you are my best friend. Leah smiled at Wine and Wine too. Jungkook was working, but his mind was on Wine. How much he tried to forget about Wine, it only made him more insane and about Wine and wanted to have her right in front of her. He was lost in Wine thoughts when his office door knocked and he said, "Come in." He looked to see his secretary. "Sir, he is the information about a reason dealer and he seems to be trustworthy. Keep it here." He pointed on his table, but then he realized Vine's information, so he immediately. "Mark, find me the complete information of a girl. So is that the girl from that night? I will do it. But wait, why I can find her information and get her, but I doesn't want it to give her my she is pure soul and I will not do anything which will later affect our relationship. If she is meant for me, she will come to me. Nothing, no need to find her and any information. If dad inquires about what happened on that meeting on that day, just say that the meeting went well. Don't say about that girl. Okay, okay, sir." He left the cabin, leaving a deep thinking junk. Vine was having no hope. She wanted Jungkook, the first man she fall in love with, but she doesn't know anything about him. And to add gasoline to her burning thoughts, they meet in club and had a what if he will think of Vine has that was making Vine more sad. Like the 6 month pass, Vine and Leah become the bestest friends just like own sister. Vine always remember of Jungkook and pray each day to God that please bring Jungkook in front of her. She doesn't know what she will do after seeing Jungkook, but she desperately wanted to see him. Jungkook also kept thinking Vine all day. All this month he became cold to everyone, which was making his parents worried for him, as they know he was cold to everyone outside the house, but inside the house he was the sweetest family man. But now he turned cold. As Leah's and Vine's first semester's exam got over, so the college gave them a month break before the beginning of next semester. So in break time, the hostel get closed as the workers of the hostel also want break, making Vine nowhere to go. What I will do, Leah? She asked Leah, who was deep in thought, and soon she got an idea. I got an idea. Come and stay in my house. Vine's eyes wide open. Leah, it will be a problem for your parents. No, girl, they love you. Wine front, they know about me. Leah smiled. Yeah, I always say about you to my parents, and they too wanted to meet you. Please, Wine, just a month. We will enjoy a lot, please. As Wine was having no other option. Oh, come, let's go to your hostel room and take your things. Wine smiled at Leah and felt blessed to have a good friend like her. Omo, you are more beautiful than my Leah. Wine blushed. No, Auntie Leah is more beautiful. That beautiful. No way, she is a queen, and you are the queen of angels. Wine blushed. Uncle, were always mesmerized by your kind and humble behavior about what Leah told us. Yeah, at first I was hard to believe that someone like you also exists in this world. Wine just gave a sweet smile to them. And you can stay here as long as you want. Wine smiled. Thank you, Auntie. They all were having a conversation when the door of the living room opened and Jungkook's dad turned to see Jungkook walking in using his phone. Jungkook, you earlier? What happened, son? Appa, I forget. He looked at his dad when the person next to Leah got his eyes and he froze on his place and his heart forgot to beat as he saw the person from whom he was waiting for 6 months was busy talking to Leah. And Leah looked at Jungkook. Oppa, meet my best friend, Wine. Wine, he is my Oppa. Wine too looked at Jungkook, just her eyes too wide open. The man she was desperately wanted to see is a best friend brother, and now he was staring at her too. But what they both didn't notice is everyone confused to see Vine's and Jungkook's reaction to see each other. But then Jungkook came to reality when, what were you saying, Cook? I forget my here. He coldly said and approached his family and stood in front of Vine, and Vine stand up from her seat and looked at Jungkook. What you said earlier, Leah, I didn't heard you. Leah stood up. She is my best friend Vine and she will stay here with us for a month. Jungkook raised his eyebrows on hearing Leah. Wine, a month, he asked while looking at Wine, making Wine nervous, but then she gathered her courage and took a deep breath before saying, yeah, nice to meet you, I'm Wine, and I have heard a lot about you from Leah. Wow, Jungkook dark eyes from Leah, otherwise you don't know me. Jungkook directly asked Wine, making Wine more nervous, and her all courage escaped from her legs to the floor. Meanwhile, everyone were confused with Jungkook's statement. Do you know her before Jungkook? No, I don't know him. I'm seeing him for the first time. Vine immediately answered, and Jungkook got it that she is pretending to not know him as she was sweating and nervous to make. But Vine's acting only triggered Jungkook's anger. To be continued. Thanks for watching. Bye.